Today's financial advice is sponsored by Endeavor Private Wealth. Well, Chris McGee, managing partner at Endeavor Private Wealth, is joining us for our weekly segment on investing. Chris, good morning.
Good morning.
So, Chris, we're all experiencing the impact of inflation, paying more for the goods and services we buy. But the other night, I was making pasta for dinner, and when I opened the box of the same type of pasta I always buy, I was surprised because it seemed like they had forgotten, just forgotten a little bit. Then I noticed on the box that indicated 12 ounces instead of the 16 I'm used to. So I got less pasta, but I paid the same price as I used to pay for 16 ounces. What's going on?
Yeah, as consumers, we're very aware of inflation on the things that we purchase on a regular basis, like a dozen eggs, and the increases in price.
Yes, that's true. What's the big increase in the cost of eggs?
The average retail price of eggs has increased 60% over the last year due to the classic cause of inflation, supply exceeding demand, caused by severe outbreak of avian influenza. Fortunately, the wholesale price of eggs has started to fall as production ramps back up and the consumers substitute cereal for eggs. In time, those lower prices should be reflected at the retail level. And now that you mention it, I've noticed that the box of cereal I buy is the same size, but there's less in it too, like the box of pasta. Yeah, what's going on there? What you're describing is a form of inflation called shrinkflation, when the producers reduce the size or quantity of the product while charging the same or sometimes even a higher price. Psychologically, people are more sensitive to the changes in price than they are to the changes in quantity. So, to offset the higher cost of producers are incurring and avoid harming their profit margins, they may cut back on the quantity, and that's shrinkflation. Okay, so is that like a kind of hidden inflation that isn't captured in statistics, the CPI or PCA that we hear so much about? It is captured in the inflation data compiled by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which treats changes in the size or quantity as price increases. And the National Fair Packaging and Labeling Act requires producers of most consumer commodities to clearly label the net quantity of the contents within the package by weight, measure, or numeric count. However, it is up to each of us to read the labels and to make informed buying decisions, and to be aware of clever packaging designs, changes in size or shape of containers, bottles, and boxes that may be appealing to the eye, but pack less product inside. And is there anything else companies may be doing to protect their profit margins besides simply raising prices or shrinking their products? Some businesses are practicing skimpflation, which involves spending less on the materials or services they're offering. It's a form of inflation because consumers are receiving less value for their money. And what are some examples of skimpflation then? I was at a restaurant that has great fish and chips. I was looking forward to it, but when my order came, there was only one piece of fish, and there used to be three. And all they gave me was a plate full of fish, or chips, and it was just a lot of them. Another example would be attending an annual financial conference at a hotel where it's always held. And I noticed the breakfast buffet wasn't as plentiful as it had been in years past, and lower quality foods had been substituted. And then finally, we're all experiencing more retailers instituting self-checkout machines. Why? Because it reduces their labor costs. Now, they'll tell you that it helps speed up the checkout process, but if you're a fumbler like me, I'm not sure it does. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. Chris, any final thoughts on this subject? Inflation is a complex issue that affects decision-making by the consumers, by businesses, and investors. And it's always appropriate to keep in mind the Latin warning, caveat emptor, buyer beware. There you go. Well, Chris, we always appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us today. And to learn more about Endeavor Private Wealth, visit EndeavorPW.com.